hello, Boxing Fit. Wait. Where's my fucking official Fight Hype Live music? You're fucking fired, Fight Hype Live intern. Where is it? Play it now. Oh yes, hello everybody, hello everyone, Fight Hype Live, back at it again from the illustrious Cutting Edge Technology Studios here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And tonight we got a lot of drama outside the boxing ring of tonight's main event. Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Ryan Garcia, Lupe Valencia, PBC looming in the background, so many subplots. Feels a little bit like WWF Raw back in the day, but not really. But Oscar Duarte, whose only loss coming into tonight was a split decision or a majority decision in Mexico. A guy with a record of 28-3. So outside of that loss, my man got 26 victories, 21 knockouts. He has a little bit of Isak Cruz in him, and a little bit of fixed mic. Am I too loud? Okay, hold on. Let's calm this down, chat. Hold on. Is that better, chat? Is that a lot better? Is that a lot better, chat? All right, that should be better. But what's up, everybody? Is that better? Is that better, chat? Did the audio? We had an amazing intro. Don't tell me it was spoiled now by any audio. Hold on. Anyways, Oscar Duarte 26-1 with 21 knockouts coming into. Is that better? Is that better? A little bit better? No, not better at all. Really? Hold on. Let me hear this for myself, chat, and I'll be the judge of how terrible it really is. Hold on. Let me hear it myself. Is that better? Is that better, chat? Oh God, why is that so bad? All right, chat. We're gonna do a call it audible. Hold on. All right. How's that, chat? Is that better, chat? Is that a little bit better right there? Is that passable? It was spoiled. Fights canceled. Don't say that, Dan. Don't say that. Are we better now, chat? Hold on. Let me take a listen, and then we could redo the whole thing from the top. Hold on. Let me hear it myself. Is that better? Is that better, chat? Oh God, why is that so bad? All right. All right, chat. Hold on. We're gonna do a call it audible. Hold on. All right. Is that a little bit better right there? Oh, so much better. All right. All right. From the top. Hold on. Hello, everyone. It is your boy. Wait a minute. Fight Hype Live intern, you're fucking fired. Where's the officially licensed Fight Hype Live music? All right, so tonight, as I was, calmly trying to say, we have Fight Hype interns who sometimes make mistakes, but that's okay. We're good on the young guys. We try to coach them up to speed here on Fight Hype Live in the elaborate, illustrious, cutting-edge, industry-leading technological studios here at Fight. Wait, fucking intern, leave the music on. All right, tonight we have Ryan Garcia against Oscar Duarte for no belt. It's not even at super lightweight, it's at welterweight. And Oscar Duarte, 21 knockouts and 26 wins. Only loss was by split decision. Might have been a majority decision. We'd have to box record to be sure. But here we are. Houston, Texas. I was out there for the press conference. I'm now thinking leaving my window open wasn't a good idea as cars make their way in my neighborhood. So yeah, Ryan, basically, all right, so what we want to see from Ryan Garcia tonight, and we're about to get started with the Kid Austin, a.k.a. Floyd Schofield, taking on Ricardo Lopez. No relation to Finito Lopez, the all-time great strawweight and light flyweight. But Kid Austin, one of Golden Boy's best prospects, is about to fight right now. Very explosive, young, lightweight prospect. I don't even know if he's quite 20 years old yet. It might still be 19, but Kid Austin, very raw, very green, but very talented and explosive at the same time. So we'll see him in a moment here. He's getting ready in the dressing room. But basically, this fight for Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte comes down to, let's see if is Ryan too hook happy? Because if he's too hook happy, then he risks letting Duarte into his chest, where Duarte can put punches together in bunches. He's got, I was going to say earlier, before the Fight Hype Live interns didn't get it quite right on the audio, that he does have a little bit of Isak Cruz and William Zepeda in him, other fighters from Mexico. He also reminds me a little bit of Teofimo's first fight back after he lost to George Kambosos, Pedro Campa. But I think Duarte's a little bit better than Campa. So, if Ryan's getting a little too left hook happy, then in order to get that hook off, you're not keeping the guy at long range with the 1 and the 2. To get the hook off, you got to let the other fighter in at a certain range. And if Ryan's off the mark with that hook, his timing, or if Duarte's better defensively than we think he's going to be, then he's giving up his height. He's giving up the long distance stuff in attempting to walk him into the hook. And if it gets smothered, it gets blocked. If he's not got his timing or range right with it, then he's letting Duarte into his chest, and that's where Duarte can have some success to the body, staying in Garcia's chest, phone booth range, close range, throwing punches and bunches. A little bit like other fighters from Mexico around this division, like Isaac Cruz and William Zepeda do. And that's how Oscar Duarte wins this fight. Now, Ryan Garcia should win this fight. He should basically be too talented for Oscar Duarte, who is a sturdy, tough, aggressive fighter from Mexico. But Ryan Garcia is blessed with the kind of left hook, few are. People like myself and you watching at home, if we were tough enough to get through 100 or 200 amateur fights like Ryan was, and to train our asses off, we still couldn't throw a left hook that fast and with that kind of snap on it, probably like Ryan can. It is a God-gifted left hook he's got, and it's a left hook that, even though Tank Davis kept saying back in March before their fight came in April, that's all he's got is a hook, that's all he's got is a hook. Well, that hook is good enough to beat 98 to 99% of fighters out there. So he might just walk Duarte into a left hook, who's a very come-forward, aggressive fighter. He also has a good right hand, does Ryan Garcia, but an underutilized right hand and very much an underutilized jab. He usually uses his jab for a round or two, and let's see if that's the case with Derek James, who, forgive me, chat, your boy went for a run. Your boy went for a run, had a spaghetti with meat sauce, so a little thirsty here, but Ryan, first fight with Derek James. One thing Derek's great at is that lead hand, keeping that lead hand steady and busy, and the high guard. And his guys almost tend to have this exaggerated holding up of the lead hand. Frank Martin started to incorporate that. Errol Spence in the southpaw stance would do that. Anthony Joshua for that fight with Jermaine Franklin, his first fight with Derek James, you saw that lead hand really stay glued close to the top of the head. And I wonder if that's what we see with Ryan and Derek. And if we do see it, do we only see it for a round or two before Ryan starts to revert back to what he's always been most comfortable doing? Kind of, touching at long range and hoping to walk you into the hook. And his fights tend to have a very slow pace because nobody wants to walk into that hook, and he's not creating a whole lot of offense when guys aren't running into that hook. Again, I think he has a very good right hand. And he touched Tank Davis in rounds 1 and 2 with that right hand. Then he gave up his height, tried to get in that hook, tried to force that hook, gave up his height and walked into a counter shot in round 2. And then the fight, basically totally got away from him at that point. But so we'll see. But what channel are they putting the fight on? It is on DAZN. What's up, Marvelous Irv? What's up, Kevin Smith? What's up, West Coast? Kid Austin is a good fighter, says Nicole Dunkley. I think he's a very talented fighter, but very raw. And now he's in the ring. Oh, no, he's not in the ring just yet. Forgive me, chat. Not in the ring just yet, but his opponent, Ricardo Lopez. No relation to Finito Lopez, I believe, though. He's in there. So, but chat, while we... Well, Twin City Bulldog Club said that Tank already exposed Ryan. Oscar's going to use the same strategy. Well, Oscar Duarte obviously can't do some of the things Tank can do. Tank was able to pop shot Ryan into a knockdown in round 2 with the straight left hand. He was able to, because Tank is rangy and crafty and tricky, he was able to, and very fast, he was able to make the taller guy give up his height. He did it after eating the right hand, and then Ryan exploded with a combination. And then, let his hands go one time too many recklessly and ate the straight left hand. And then after that, Tank began pop-shotting the taller guy. Rather than the taller guy owning the real estate and walking the shorter guy into his hook like Ryan thought he was going to do to Tank. He started walking into Tank's straight left hands because even though Tank was much shorter than Ryan, he was much rangier than him. That's not really the case for Duarte. But what could be interesting for Duarte that Tank did expose was the weakness to the body. And now Ryan has said he hurt his ribs in sparring. It's really not a great excuse for what happened in the Tank fight because you probably got your ribs hurt in sparring because you weren't too great at defending the midsection against a sparring partner who's many levels below Tank. So even if he would have recovered and postponed the fight, that weakness to the body and defending it was still going to be there. If a sparring partner like the kid who was 5-0 got to him with it, then Tank, whether that kid got to him before or not, was going to get to it too. And that's what Duarte might be able to exploit, that Tank showed. Some left hands to the body. Obviously Tank southpaw, throwing that left hand from the backhand. Duarte's an orthodox fighter, so he'll look for that, that signature Mexican left hook to the body if Ryan can't control distance and lets him into his chest. So, but here is Ricardo Lopez, 17 wins, 7 losses, 3 draws, 12 knockouts out of Tijuana, Mexico, getting ready to fight Kid Austin. Esoc people said, no real way to watch the fight for free on YouTube, but we got you here, locked in. All 300 people with us. Duarte is quite a good body puncher. Yeah, he throws good combinations too, but I had a world champion at 140 pounds, we won't name him, but he told me that Duarte drops his right hand. He volunteered this to me. Duarte drops his right hand when he comes in and he'll be a sucker for the left hook. We'll see. I do expect Ryan to win this fight. I do think Ryan's talent will probably just be too much. His hand speed, his gifts. But, sometimes fighters are shaky coming off a knockout loss. And Duarte, if Ryan is shaky, we could have a very interesting fight. So Kid Austin about to get it started now with Ricardo Lopez. They're in the center ring for instructions. Kid Austin with his father training him. Let's see. David Magna, no, Magana, this is just the live round-by-round commentary, brother. We do not have the DAZN rights. What's up, Mr. Quake? What's up, Jennifer? Jennifer saying, excuses upon excuses, Tank will still beat Ryan at any weight class. Ryan lacks basic boxing skills, which I doubt Derek would be able to correct in a short time. Well, Derek's specialty is the fundamentals, keeping the high guard, good lead hand control, and those two attributes alone getting a nice left hook by Kid Austin to start round 1, 15 seconds into it. Kid Austin right there working his lead hand, working his jab 2 or 3 times, and it sets up a left hook behind it. Now he's just working his jab 2 or 3 times, straight right hand to the body, sets up a left hook up top, keeping Lopez on the outside. Oh, Lopez with a nice counter right hand over the top of Kid Austin's jab. Kid Austin not changing the speed on his jab early, throwing all his jabs at the same speed, and the little crafty veteran from Mexico able to time one of those jabs. And that makes Kid Austin slow down a little bit in the first minute of round 1. Kid Austin leaping, lunging in with a left hook after a 1-2 and falling short. A kid with a lot of speed and a lot of talent and explosiveness, but now, great left hook there by Kid Austin. Beautiful left hook. Drops Ricardo Lopez a minute into round 1. Little bit of Roy Jones from Kid Austin on that left hook. Great athleticism, just a leaping left hook that landed and sent Lopez to the canvas. Lopez up at 7 or 8. Now another left hook drops Lopez again in round 1. This time, Kid Austin catching Lopez coming in with the high guard, and he punched in combination. Straight right hand, left hook, straight right hand, and the second left hook dropped Lopez again, who is up again at the count of 8, but looks a little weary. Return to the center of the ring. Kid Austin with a third left hook. Same setup every time for Kid Austin. Double jab, straight right hand, boom, into the left hook. Just keeping Lopez preoccupied with the hand speed before he really sits down on a shot. The left hook all 3 times, sending Lopez to the canvas, and he's up for a third time. Lopez with a winging right hand over the top, but Kid Austin explodes in a combination, and a left hook drops Lopez for the 4th time, and that is it. KO1 for Kid Austin, who took advantage of Lopez's aggressiveness. And really right there, Kid Austin displayed exactly what does make him a very intriguing prospect for Golden Boy. It's something you can't teach, which is explosiveness and athleticism. And his best punch is his left hook. It looks like, you know, not a kid. I got a text from my man Sam Gordon. Sammy, if you're watching in the chat, let me know, brother. Let me know in the text. Shout out to my man Sam Gordon for the Review Journal. Sent me a text saying Floyd Schofield with the eye emojis. But good stuff by Floyd Schofield. He's got something you can't teach, and that's athleticism and explosiveness. And a nice Roy Jones-like left hook that you have to have that prerequisite of athleticism and explosiveness I just touched on to even do that move from Roy Jones, that lunging, leaping left hook. Lopez was very upset with himself. He was pounding the canvas kind of like my man Sean Porter did in the Terrence Crawford fight, pounding the canvas out of frustration that he just couldn't see the speed coming of Schofield, who you know, on that first knockdown, it was just a leaping left hook, but on the second or third and fourth knockdowns, he disguised the left hook with combinations by putting punches together instead of loading up on one shot. He threw a couple of quick shots, almost throwaway punches, just to sit down and set up on the left hook. And Schofield, with a little bit of a mouse, I think, over his right eye, because he was relentless in throwing combinations and wanted the knockout as early as possible. Probably ate a right hand or two from the veteran Lopez, but ate it no problem and knocked him out with that left hook put him down multiple times, and then ultimately knocked him out with that left hook. Lopez very irritated by his own performance, and really one of those last knockdowns by Schofield, it was hardly a left hook. It was more of a 1-1-2-1, but sitting on the one, more like a power shot than throwing it like a traditional jab. Then the last time, they exchange 1-2, sweeps the right hand, lets the left hook go a couple of times, throws the sweeping right hand, and actually the sweeping right hand is what put an end to it. The left hook was the last thing thrown by Kid Austin, but in that slow-mo, you actually see he cuffed him with a sweeping right hand, and he was already on his way down when he threw that last left hook of the fight. Yeah, a little mouse under his left eye for Kid Austin, because he was very aggressive and was letting his hands go and exchanging without any respect for Lopez. So nice first-round knockout for Kid Austin, definitely. Let's see. And I don't see... So Floyd Schofield here, now 16-0, 12 knockouts. And he's, I think, what's that? The Haitian flag or the Dominican flag behind him? Chat, help me out for those of us watching. What is that, the flag of Haiti? I think that's the flag of Haiti, but I might be wrong. It might be Dominican. But Floyd, yeah, Kid Austin getting that. He is, so, all right, now to compare. Kid Austin is the answer to top ranks Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas and Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn's older than these guys. So he's really Golden Boy's answer to Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas. So now we'll compare. I just saw Emiliano and Abdullah 2 weeks ago here in Vegas on Shakur's undercard. And so Emiliano is actually the fastest out of the three, just pure hand speed. I think Abdullah Mason's the most skilled out of the three. And I think that Kid Austin is the best puncher out of the three. All three are excellent, excellent prospects. I think Abdullah Mason has the longest arms. I think he has the most pro-ready tricks up his sleeve. I think Emiliano has the rawest, purest speed out of all three. All three are fast. And I think Kid Austin's definitely the best puncher out of the three. So all three of them got something going for them. Emiliano's got that Kid Austin has it too, but Emiliano and Kid Austin, very marketable. Abdullah Mason doesn't have that name like Kid Austin or Emiliano Vargas that just jumps off the screen. Doesn't have that magnetic charisma. He's more of an understated, subtle kind of kid. And has he's to me though, he's the most skilled out of the three, the most polished. Emiliano's the fastest and the most marketable. And Kid Austin's very marketable too and hits the hardest out of the three. So I like all three as prospects for sure. Joe Dirt, what's up, Joe Dirt said, what's up, Sean? How many more before the main event? I think that was it, man. I think that's it. I think main event time is upon us very soon now. I would hope, I would think. Mr. Quake says Kid Austin versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. We had to, you know, I would take Kid Austin now with Stone Cold being retired on the Smoking Skull Ranch, Broken Skull Ranch, whatever. But I think 1998 Austin, you know, I think 1998 Stone Cold Steve Austin beats Kid Austin. But, you know, we're just calling it like we see it here. Let's see. Haiti. Okay, thank you, Mr. Quake. So that was the Haitian flag. Crazy Corvette said, you rehearsing for boxing commentary, cuh? Yeah, I'm trying to a little bit. So, who won out of Ryan's brother? I don't know yet. I don't know. Broken Skull Ranch. Crazy Corvette says we all want to see Ryan Garcia lose, right? No, don't want to see him lose, but I will say this. If Ryan Garcia, if he's a pretender, right? And if he's a pretender, he is the great pretender, like that old song, you know, because the great pretender, because he has great talent, great left hook you can't teach, super fast hands, and he punches hard, and he's very tall for his weight class. So he would be a great pretender, not just an ordinary pretender. But if he really isn't that guy, if he really isn't on the level of the other 4 young guys that he's come up with, Shakur, Tio, Devin, and Tank, then, you know, Duarte beating him might, in a way, save us some time. Because if Ryan wins tonight, and I think he will, you know, he is maybe still the most marketable out of those 5. And so the other 4 are going to be jostling to, they'll be more apt to want to find a way to get him in the ring, not only as the biggest money, but maybe as a little bit easier, as an easier fight than the rest of the 4 would be. So in a way, you know, I like Ryan Garcia, you know, love his talent, but if he is just the great pretender, then it might in a way be good if he loses, because now the other 4, they can't waste time as much trying to get him in the ring instead of fighting each other to really find out who's the best and not just make a lot of money. But then at the same time, you could very well argue it's probably much better for boxing that Ryan wins tonight by knockout, because boxing has so few fighters that attract the kind of audience that Ryan Garcia does. So it's probably better for boxing that Ryan... Actually, what's really best for boxing is that Ryan Garcia wins this fight by knockout, and that he's active, and that he realizes his untapped potential, which is still in a lot of ways very tremendous. I say in a lot of ways and not all the way, because I don't think he's blessed with great upper body flexibility. I don't think he has amazing defensive reflexes, but although he does got some really good reflexes to snatch you with that left hook, instinctually. But yeah, so that's what would be best tonight, is that Ryan blows people away tonight, and that it's not like Luke Campbell where he blows people away and then he takes a bunch of time off and all that. You know, it's him reaching his potential. I mean, at one point, some people used to compare him to his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, because they're both from Southern California, Mexican-American, good-looking guys with big left hooks and fast hands. But I really think Ryan, if he ever can really realize his potential, I think he's got a lot of Alexis Arguello in him. You know, very tall, thin, explosive puncher. That was Alexis Arguello's nickname, the tall, thin, explosive man. And actually, that was Oscar De La Hoya's favorite fighter that he looked up to the most, was Alexis Arguello. So now, you know, I don't know, and I don't really think Ryan will ever get there. He's already made more money in that Tank fight than Alexis Arguello probably made in his whole career, or close to it. So the level of hunger, you know, is not going to be what Alexis Arguello's were, coming from Nicaragua, having to escape the Sandinista communist government and move his family to Miami and fight for the money fighters fought for back then. So I doubt he ever reaches the greatness of Alexis Arguello, but I always thought that was kind of close to his ceiling. You know, he could be like the thin, explosive man. But yeah. So, Brian Reed said, I've always seen your videos, but I never really took the time to realize how knowledgeable you are about the sport. I subbed a few minutes ago. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, man. I got the Jim Carrey haircut from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it's a little frizzy right now too. A little fresh out the shower but we're doing our thing. We're trying here. Let's see. Kaye says Ryan's mind is not right. Oscar called him a baby, cried too much. Ryan will lose in 9. I just think he's going to be too talented for Duarte. But again, if he lets Duarte into his chest and doesn't establish his distance, doesn't control his distance, we have a fight on our hands. And if Duarte is more defensively responsible than a lot of us will think, if he can smother the left hook, catch it, especially if he could do like Isak Cruz did when he was applying pressure to Tank Davis, catching shots, while cutting the distance, then we got a fight on our hands. And let's talk a little bit now about this whole situation with Ryan and Oscar and Bernard. It's a messy, complex situation. I had someone on Twitter, X, whatever the hell we call it now, ask me about it, and I responded. It's a very complex, messy situation. I'll have to talk about it on my live. And a lot of you on the live have already heard me speak about this, and it's aged well, hasn't it? But so there's really this is one of those. There's two sides to every story. There's two sides to this story, and then there's the truth. There's Ryan's side, which is his promoter tried to stop him from making life-changing money in the Gervonta Davis fight. He had to go through his lawyer Lupe Valencia to really make a deal happen with PBC so that he could get the life-changing money and opportunity against Tank Davis. Golden Boy tried to uphold that, tried to do everything they could, bring in DAZN as a network, tried to do a lot of things to uphold that fight. Maybe because Oscar and Bernard don't really like PBC and Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza, and they didn't really want to go into a fight with their fighter they're trying to build up as an underdog to push PBC's guy, Tank Davis, over the line as a draw, which is what that Ryan Garcia fight helped do. And from Ryan Garcia's point, these guys have always lowballed him for what he feels what maybe even what he can prove he draws to the gate. This isn't... Years before this Tank Davis fight, Ryan Garcia tried to leave Golden Boy. I think the Avery Sparrow fight, he tried to hold up because he wanted more money. He eventually got his way and continued business with De La Hoya and Golden Boy, but the relationship has really been tense since then. And so basically these guys tried to hold him up from the biggest opportunity and money of his career and his life with the Tank Davis fight. And then since then, after not showing up to his post-fight in defeat, they've disparaged him. Oscar De La Hoya has called him a kid. Bernard Hopkins has questioned his almost his manhood, his willingness to really be a real fighter, or if he's just full of it or not. And then they didn't take up arms. They didn't ride or die for him in the aftermath of the loss to Tank Davis. And then there's that. And then from Bernard and Oscar's point of view, you never gave us a real chance to do our job. Me and Bernard, we got fucked by promoters, but we wanted to be great. We wanted to fight. Instead of always haggling us over this and that, when you haven't done anything, you've never won a world title, why don't you just fight and trust the process a little bit? But because you don't want to trust the process, you're going to rush into this fight with Tank Davis that you have no real chance of winning because you haven't had the seasoning. He's fought Pedraza. He's fought Mario Barrios. He's fought Leo Santa Cruz. He's fought legitimate fighters at a world championship level. He's 28. He's seasoned. He's ready for this. You are not, because whether it's a mental health reason or anything, let me put someone away in timeout. You haven't allowed us to do our job, which is develop you. Like me and Bernard were developed. In Oscar De La Hoya's case, I got developed by Top Rank. I got screwed out of money early in my career, but I really wanted to be great. It wasn't just about the money. So I trusted the process. I fought 4 or 5 times a year, and that was that. Now since Ryan didn't want to do that, Also, we have this speaking for Oscar and Bernard, we have this long-standing business blood rivalry with Heyman and PBC and Steven Espinoza. We all split apart almost 10 years ago, and I think Oscar and Bernard believed that particular allyship was on its last legs. PBC, Showtime, all that. They turned out to be right. And so you're throwing them a lifeline by going over there. They never want to do business with us. They're doing business with us because they have some desperation and because they think you're an easy mark. And so you're going to go over there and give that company a layup and hurt our own company. Now, the problem for Oscar and Bernard is they didn't say any of that shit in the lead up to the Tank fight. They should have said all of that. They should have said, look, if the kid would just trust our process, of course we want him to win this fight, but we wanted him to trust our process because now he's coming in with no leverage because he's never won a world title. He hasn't accomplished anything. So he's got to take the deal that Tank gives to him. Rehydration clause, 136 pounds, take it or leave it. He takes it, and you saw the results. He gets knocked out. So each people have their side. And Oscar and Bernard, I'd be quicker to go more on their side if they spoke the truth before Ryan got knocked out by Tank. But they hedged their bets. They in the back of their mind, they had their fingers crossed. Well, maybe Ryan can knock him out, and we could pretend we were on his side the whole time. And if he pulls off this miracle, now we have Ryan, and we could babyface it, and great. But they knew all along he wasn't going to win that fight because he wasn't ready. So they should have just spoke the truth and took the short-term backlash. Oh, this is fucked up. This is terrible. It's fight week in Vegas, and they're undermining Ryan. They're doubting his chances. Blah 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 blah. But then once the results would have played out, and if they should have still went to his post-fight, then the truth always ages well, and people would have understood where they were coming from. They didn't do that. They waited until he lost, then they shitted on him, so now they don't look good either. Oscar and Bernard, no one really looks good. You got a fighter in Ryan Garcia who, a lot like my generation, millennials and Gen Z, we want that instant gratification. Don't want to trust the Bernard Hopkins had to wait until his mid-30s to make the kind of money Ryan's making. Oscar got screwed out of a lot of money early. Had to fight 4 or 5 times a year. Had to fight multiple world champions. By the time he was 23, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez. By the time he was 24, he fought Pernell Whitaker. So Ryan's 25 now and still hasn't won a world title. So Ryan didn't really put Bernard and Oscar in a position to do their job, to build him up to where he could take the Tank fight on more even terms at a weight where he was comfortable with the proper amount of experience and seasoning under his belt. And now not just get that fight and get that life-changing money, but actually have a real chance of winning it. And then on Ryan's side, these guys have disparaged him. They hedged their bets. They pretended to support him until he inevitably lost, and then they shitted on him, didn't go to his post-fight. But here's the thing for Ryan Garcia. Push comes to shove, if he wants to, he could say, well, come on, man, look who I'm dealing with. Bernard Hopkins, he's a bitter old retired fighter, took too many punches, got a hard on for me, got something against me, bitter old man. Oscar De La Hoya, I'm gonna go uncut here to try to make a point. Not trying, but Ryan could. Oh well, Oscar De La Hoya, he's a cokehead. He's out of his mind. He's not really that serious of a man when it comes to the reporting. Look at how he runs his promoting. Look at how he runs his business. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Ryan. Let's say he did want to say that about Bernard and Oscar. Is Canelo those things? Is Canelo old and bitter and just, hating on the young guy? Is Reynoso that way? Because Canelo and Reynoso said the same things. Some of the same things that Oscar's saying about Ryan, that he's kind of like a kid and, he shoves the blame onto others. And that's very similar to a Canelo's assessment of Ryan too. So Ryan certainly has his points to make about Oscar and Bernard, and they're going to go to court over all of this. So they're all going to have to tell it to the judge. But to be fair to Oscar and Bernard, and Canelo hates Oscar and vice versa, but Canelo's saying a lot of the same shit that Oscar said. So it's a messy situation on all ends. It's really, I guess what would be fair is that Ryan has to finish out his contract that he signed, his obligations to Golden Boy, and then when he's free, you know, probably best that all parties separate, you know, because obviously they all got issues with each other. So there you go. I got a super chat from my man Bobby Digital, aka shout out to RZA, because I know that's referencing the RZA album. What is Ryan's contract now as it stands with Golden Boy? I don't know. I apologize, Bobby Digital. That information, now I wish, you know, hey, if you want to criticize me for being a media guy and not being privy to that information, I welcome it. But I truthfully don't know. I don't know. You know, something tells me it's more than one fight. Otherwise, why go through the litigation? Why go to court? And another thing Oscar and Bernard have to be upset about is, so it's two sides of the story. Oscar and Bernard, you backdoored us with that Al Heyman friendly lawyer, the one that Tank joked around about. Oh, that's that guy that's on the phone with Al all the time, right? And Tank was pointing to Lupe Valencia. And so from Oscar Bernard's vantage point, that was a snaky move. You backdoored us with this pro Al Heyman lawyer to make that fight. From Ryan's point of view, why should I have to backdoor anything? Why is it like pulling teeth to get you to make a fight that's going to make your company more money than it's made since Canelo left you? And you're making my point. I shouldn't have to backdoor anything to make life-changing money. You should be willing and able to do that and put aside any petty beefs you have with Al Heyman or Steven Espinoza or PBC. So they both got their side, and the judge will listen to it in court. So, yes, sir. What time is main event? Main event is coming up soon. Right now, DAZN is killing time, and so am I. So please send in all questions you have. Virgil Ortiz is talking right now. By the way, too, Chad, I tweeted something about I'm going to San Francisco next week. I leave Wednesday night. I'll be in San Francisco to catch Devin Haney and Regis Prograis' fight week. By the way, chat, you know what? Chat? We get to the important stuff here. Hold on, chat. What are we rocking? What jersey am I rocking next week in SF? Rice Owens. All right, here we go, chat. Very important poll. Very important stuff here on FightHype Live. Hold on. Are we going for the San Francisco trip, chat? And we're killing time here until main event time. Do we go? They're talking to Lupe Fiasco. Do we go TO? Do we rock the TO in San Francisco for Haney fight week, or do we rock the Jerry? What are we thinking, chat? I will only bring one to San Francisco fight week. So let's see. Mikey F says, let's go. See you in San Francisco. I'll see you there. Definitely come up and say what's up. What should Shakur Stevenson do next? Just get back and have a strong performance. He had Tim Bradley fairly pointed out he had 4 straight strong performances from Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, Yoshino, and Robeson Conceição. And just get back to performing at that level. You know, for Shakur, if he were listening right now, I'd just say you still won the fight. Still became a 3-division champ. And it's not that serious, you know. At the best, Tom Brady had, 3 interception games. Patrick Mahomes has had bad games. Kobe had 5 of 22 shooting nights with 18 points. These things happen. Don't take it so personal when, guys like me sitting down on their ass sometimes for a living, when they point out that it was a dull fight, it was a boring fight, it's not a fight people love to see. So what? It happens. And the 4 fights you had before that, all of them were excellent performances. So get back to that so we could get back to talking about those excellent performances. So, but I would kind of like the Raymond Murataya fight, but Murataya's not really ready. I think there's a super chat I missed from Questy Zamudo. Questy Zamudo, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if I don't see a question attached. Might have been rescinded. I don't know. But thank you either way. Salvador Puente. Where's your question, Salvador Puente? I'm looking. Am I gonna be at the last Showtime show? I'm thinking not. I gotta take the family to Los Angeles the day after, so I'm thinking not. And I don't really think I'm gonna make any money on the David Morrell. That's a long flight out to Minnesota. I'm thinking I'm gonna hang out with you guys here in the office that night, and we'll send Showtime off with some love here on the live. Ryan Garcia in the locker room got a big sweat worked up, heart of fire on the back of his robe, blue and gold in his robe, smiles at the camera, but looks very focused and intent, a little nervous, processing the emotions before returning to the ring after being in a huge fight, the highest grossing fight of 2023 against Tank Davis. And he's got Derek James in the dressing room, and he is pacing around a little bit in the locker room. And we're just waiting for main event time to get going because Kid Austin got us out of here so quickly with a first round knockout that got some time to kill. Keep it current. You should take a Debo jersey. Yeah, I don't even have any current Niner jerseys. They're all throwbacks. I don't even have any current football jerseys. It's all throwback. Oscar Duarte warming up in the locker room. High guard, got his shirt off, throwing combinations. He looks ready to throw some combinations and get his Isak Cruz on. Try to smother the taller fighter, get on the inside, kill the body with the left hook. Best punch is the left hook for Oscar Duarte. And he looks in, tremendous shape. He's in great shape at the weigh-in, looks in great shape, doing a lot of catch and shoot. And that's what he'll need to do against that left hook against Ryan Garcia. If he can smother and catch the left hook, block it on his way in, he's in business in this fight. Oscar Duarte looking ready to throw heat in the locker room. He is a wider puncher than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, even though he's known as a hooker, got that left hook. It's a compact left hook. It's a sharp, quick left hook. Duarte a little bit fatter on his punches, but he puts them together. And again, if Ryan lets him in his chest, it could be a long night for Ryan Garcia. Duarte looks in excellent shape and ready to fight. Ryan Garcia, definitely the thinner guy. Looks very thin in his frame. That neck with that jawline out there begging to be hit for Ryan Garcia, like Tank Davis joked about in LA before their fight. So I need a Montana jersey. I do need a Montana jersey. I need those 96, 97, 99, 98, when they added the gold around, like the TO jersey I got. I need it in white for Jerry Rice. I need a white late 90s, early 2000s Niners jersey. So still might need a Patrick Willis at some point. If I were to get Merton Hanks all day Supreme Broncos with the neck, if I had to get one current Niners player, it'd probably be Fred Warner in the white drop shadows. Fred Warner, I think my favorite Niners are Fred Warner and Brandon Ayuk, even though the best Niner is Christian McCaffrey. But I think my favorite Niners are Fred Warner and Brandon Ayuk. But Ryan looking a little tense in the locker room. Duarte a little bit more loosened up, ready to let his hands go. Ryan looking a little bit tense and nervous. And Duarte, just a tough fighter from Mexico, ripped up in great shape and just looks ready to let his combinations go. Can he get to where he needs to get to in the real estate in the ring, like Teddy Atlas talk about? Can he get to Garcia's chest? To get to the chest, he's got to walk through the bombs of Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has an underutilized bomb in his right hand, and of course he's got the left hook. But again, if Duarte has some Isak Cruz in him, a really good high guard that is catching those bombs on the way in, we got a fight on our hands. I'm getting excited. Chat. 600 people rocking with us on Saturday night. The FightHype interns, it's okay. They're going to keep their jobs. Even though I went a little crazy on him. Bo Jackson, unfazed by Ronnie Lott. Man, Ronnie Lott, don't put some respect on Ronnie Lott's name, man. Ronnie Lott, best DB ever. Laquita Randolph said, dude thought you was talking about the fight. We are talking about the fight, Laquita. No doubt about it. Stick around, Laquita. We are going to talk main event, but we got some time to kill until we get this main event bell ringing. Until we get to ring walk time. B-Hawk. What's up, B-Hawk? Said, yo, champ, I just got on the chat. What's going on? Eagles fan here. Ready, 4:30. They going in the dirt. It's all love. It is all love, brother. And I think the Eagles, I think they were actually the best team in the NFL last year. But that call at the end of the Chiefs game, A-side's going to get the benefit of the doubt, Patrick Mahomes. Eagles are the most complete team in the NFL, but go Niners. All right, tail of the tape. Duarte, 27 years old, 5'9", actually has a 1-inch reach advantage over Ryan Garcia, who is an inch taller. And here comes Oscar Duarte, quintessential tough Mexican fighter. But at what level are his skills at? Because the top Mexican fighters right now aren't your just stereotypical Mexican fighters, come forward, eat shots, go with the left hook to the body, that Julio Cesar Chavez made famous. Canelo Alvarez has maybe the best defense in boxing, maybe the best upper body movement in boxing. Emmanuel Navarrete is a tall, lanky, awkward, rangy puncher. And then Venado Lopez, the deer, as they call him in Spanish, El Venado, he is very unorthodox and very athletic. So none of these top fighters from Mexico, I mean, even guys that lost in 2023, they're like Ray Vargas, none of these guys anymore are just come forward, high guard, left hook to the body. Isaac Cruz is like that, but he has an underrated defense, little armadillo defense, tucks his chin very, very, very well, does Isaac Cruz. And so does Oscar Duarte. Does he have that Isaac Cruz in him? Does he have an underrated defense to him? Can he tuck his chin and smother the blows and have a tough high guard to penetrate? If he does, he's got a chance tonight. But not too many top-level Mexican fighters are getting it done with that kind of Julio Cesar Chavez style. They, even back to Juan Manuel Marquez a decade ago, great counterpuncher. So, we'll see what Duarte could do with that more quintessential old school Mexican style. Come forward, left hook to the body, explode on the inside. Let's see how he does. How about them Cowboys? Shout out to Deron Bland. Shout out, I can't believe he quiet as kept. The dude actually beat Deion's record for most pick sixes in a year. That's crazy. But and no one cares. But here comes Oscar Duarte. Now warming up, doing that high guard, bobbing and weaving, warming up, throwing 1-2s, throwing the uppercuts. Just let's see. But is he only a couple of steps above the club level? And club level fighters in Mexico could beat your ass. They are very tough. They all know how to throw the left hook. They all could take good shots. But how many levels above the club level is Duarte, who has primarily fought in Mexico, lost his only fight in Mexico, to a domestic level Mexican fighter? Usually when we say domestic level fighter, we're talking about the Commonwealth, the Brits. But domestic level fighter in Mexico is a thing too. And not a diss. Domestic level fighters in Mexico can run you out the ring. But Duarte will need to be far more than that tonight to beat Ryan Garcia, because he again, even though Ryan's never won a world title, he has tremendous talent, untapped talent in many ways too. So let's see what Derek James gets out of that. Duarte is in the ring now. We're in Houston, Texas. Well, they are. I'm here in Las Vegas in the most cutting edge, elaborate, illustrious studios in all of boxing. But they are in Houston. So Ryan Garcia, King Rye, set to come to the ring now. Sean, who would win in a fight between Mayweather and Crawford? I lean towards Floyd Mayweather because his athleticism and reflexes and hand speed were from another dimension, even from Crawford, who is excellent in all those areas and is one of the few fighters as long as Floyd at 5'8", 5'9", and punches a little harder than Floyd. But I just think Floyd, his gifts of speed and reflexes, and also the greatest defense of all time, I give the edge to Mayweather. But it's a good discussion to have. So now Ryan Garcia, they're playing his highlight reel up on the tapes, and we're getting ready for one of the most, one of the biggest stars in boxing coming to the ring in Ryan Garcia. Motherfucker, good to see Motherfucker as always in the chat. I love his name. Motherfucker says, I expect Ryan to clip him with his elite speed with a straight right before a Duarte lead wide left hook can land. Then the super quick short left hook after the right, and C. Duarte's toughness. Good call. All right, here comes Ryan to the ring. Looks locked in and focused, but also nervous. And doesn't have the kind of frame that Duarte has, even all the way up at 143 pounds, 7 pounds above where he fought at 36. He doesn't look like he doesn't look, to me, as physically filled out as when he fought at 140 before the Tank fight for Fortuna. Chat, for those of you who are just rocking with me because you like me and you're actually watching the fight at home too, anyone else notice Ryan looked a little bit more filled out at 140, 140 plus for the Javier Fortuna fight? He looks a little thin tonight, does Ryan Garcia. All right, so out of 225 votes, you guys voted it is the Jerry Rice jersey. I will go with the Jerry Rice jersey in San Francisco. But let me start another poll. Who do we got tonight? The Gen Z looking ass. De La Hoya. Duarte. All right, there we go. All right, chat. New poll is up. There we go. Oh, and we got a lot of votes for Ryan. Now Ryan Garcia banging his gloves together is visible to the crowd. This is where the Houston Rockets play. And this is where the Houston Rockets play. And his stardom shot straight out of the stratosphere when he fought Tank Davis. Did Ryan Garcia. All right, here comes Ryan Garcia, who is playing where the Houston Rockets play. And he has fulfilled his dream like Hakeem Olajuwon. So here we go. Ryan Garcia got that tense look to his face. Again, a face of both focus, like he's ready to unleash knockout power, and nervous. Whereas Duarte, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more calm, a little bit more like a duck in water. Ryan, both very tense and focused, and a little nervous into the ring. And again, doesn't look as filled out at 140 like I thought he would be. And yep, now he derobes, takes his robe off. And to me, he just looked more filled out physically in the Javier Fortuna fight. So he does look thin, says Charles N. What's up, Charles N? Always love seeing you, brother. Thanks for coming in. Marvelous Irv, always happy to see you, Marvelous Irv. Mr. Quake. I gotta give a shout out to all my, let's call it the Z Army. Is that too much? Christian Okoye, Mr. Quake, yes sir. Shout out to Australia. Says I'm signing in from Australia, hoping for a good call and maybe a Tupac story or two. No, thank you, Loke Tuopo. Hakeem is the GOAT. I agree. Marvelous, yes sir. Paisano, grazie mille for coming in tonight. All right, both fighters in the ring. And again, we got Derek James alongside Ryan Garcia tonight. And I just want to see Derek's imprint. Because the things that Derek... Now, I was a little critical of Derek leading up to the Errol Spence fight. A little bit critical of his philosophy on head movement and things like that. But the things that... The Z Hive, you're right, that's even better. It's even better. The things that Derek James brings to the table, which is lead hand control, using your jab, controlling the fight with your lead hand, and the high guard. Those are two things that if Ryan can really get down pat with Derek, huge dividends. Just from those couple of adjustments from Derek, they could really bring a lot more out of Ryan just with a more consistent jab, a more consistent lead hand, and a better high guard. Even if he never gets to a place of great upper body movement, even if he doesn't become the most nuanced, subtle fighter with all kinds of traps and setups and savvy, if he just keeps his hands up better and uses his jab more, two things that Derek James is known to bring to the table, he could level up quite a bit just with that alone, in addition to the speed and the power and the height that he's blessed with. All right, so Oscar Duarte jumping up and down. From Chihuahua, Mexico, 26, 1-1, 21 knockouts. So, What's up, Molly Mall? Oh, Z Fighters. You're right. Oh, my God. Z Fighters. How could I let that one go? We are the Z Fighters, like Dragon Ball Z, son. No doubt. We're like the Z Fighters in the Cell games, just ready to bomb on anyone who tries to come at us. Well, actually, we don't do that because we're the Z Fighters. We don't jump nobody till they get the Cell Juniors on us, and then we get our ass whooped, but we find a way. We are the Z Fighters. So, all right, Ryan Garcia jumping up and down in the corner, bouncing up and down on his toes, and again, just the look of some nerves that Ryan's dealing with, but that could, won't read too much into it. He could just be ready to perform amid the uncertainty coming off a knockout loss. What he feels his promoters trying to sabotage him and don't want to see him lose. I mean, Bernard Hopkins, that's awkward. He was right there in the corner. Here we go, face-off time. And I just see Ryan battling a lot more with things internally. And Duarte's just there. So Ryan Garcia tonight is probably fighting himself just as much as he is Duarte. Doubts coming off a knockout loss, distractions with his promoters, and everything. First fight with a new trainer, and all of that is about. We're about to get some questions answered about Ryan Garcia in just a moment here. Round one about to start. Round one set to start in just a second here. Duarte with a poker face. Ryan Garcia seemingly battling things internally. Round one begins. Garcia starting with the jab. Little left hook by Garcia, not sitting down on it. Another jab, two jabs by Garcia. Duarte jab into the body. Neither fighter landing anything in these first 15 seconds. Now a nice jab splits the guard for Ryan Garcia. Holding his ground in the center of the ring. Stepping over to his left a little bit. Now he inches towards Duarte. Backing Duarte up just a little bit in the center of the ring. Lead left hook gets blocked for Duarte, but a nice right hand to the body for Ryan Garcia. But then Duarte blocks the right uppercut and the left hook. But a nice right uppercut to the body by Ryan as Duarte picked his hands up to block the left hook in that sequence. Nice lead left hook just off the mark for Duarte. Garcia making him fall just short with it, but dangerously close. Now Duarte trying to mix up his range, bouncing around a little bit left to right, and now he jumps in with a lead left hook and falls short, but then jabs to the body of Ryan here in this first minute of the fight. Garcia holding his ground in the center of the ring, shoots his jab in the center of the ring. Duarte keeping his hands up, very disciplined like right now. Duarte stepping over to his right in the center of the ring. Ryan Garcia advancing towards him, stepping towards him. Keeps his distance in the center of the ring behind his jab. Not giving up his height yet is Ryan. Ryan getting his jab blocked. Let's see if he sticks with it. Garcia measuring with the jab. Garcia stepping over to his left, shoots the jab. Duarte blocking the jab. Another jab by Ryan, but it keeps his distance even though it's not quite getting in. Duarte, lead left hook, falls short. Garcia keeping him on the outside with the jab. Now Duarte throws a straight right hand over the top of Garcia's jab. Garcia counters back, but ate a little bit of that right hand. Garcia getting backed up now. Nice left hook lands for Ryan Garcia. Almost threw it like at a half uppercut, half left hook. Duarte ate that shot and is still coming forward. Gets Ryan on the ropes. Ryan turns his back almost for a moment, but ties up on the ropes. Minute left in the first round. Ryan winning this round, but a little uncomfortable in there body language-wise. Not fully comfortable in there yet. Ryan measuring with his lead hand, shoots a little right hand to the body. They trade jabs. Ryan's jab getting the better of it. Ryan stepping over to his right. Now Duarte getting Garcia's back near the ropes more as this round got 30 seconds left in it. Straight right hand misses for Duarte. Garcia seeing it coming behind his own jab. Garcia landing the jab, stepping over to his left. Now he gets the jab in. Steps over to his left. Gives a little space between him and Duarte. Duarte falling short with his lead left hooks right here in round one. Garcia measuring with the lead hand. Shoots the jab. Right uppercut gets blocked for Ryan. And a left hook gets blocked for Ryan. But he's beginning to find that range off his jab and settling down. Looking more comfortable in the last 10 seconds. Nice jab lands for Ryan. And in that last minute, last 30 seconds really, Ryan looked like he was starting to settle down and beginning to trust his range behind his jab. Just because he's not landing all those jabs, and Ryan right now is standing in between rounds, taking instructions from Derek James, and not sitting in his corner, but But just even when he's not landing that jab, it's keeping Duarte on the outside and letting him know where he is at all times in terms of his distance control. And that'll let him know when Duarte takes one step inside too much and he could get off the hook. So Ryan's just kind of got to keep doing what he's doing there. He looked uncomfortable at different parts of the round, but he definitely won that round. He walked Duarte into a nice half left uppercut, half left hook, kind of threw it, a 45-degree angle. And there's the shot on the replay from DAZN. That half left hook, half left uppercut, kind of like Oscar De La Hoya used to throw, his promoter. And that was the best shot of the round. So 10-9 Ryan Garcia. Now Duarte takes the center of the ring, stays in that high guard. Ryan touching him with a jab. Ryan stepping over to his left, not giving up ground, holding the center of the ring. They trade jabs. Garcia keeping Duarte on the outside behind a busy jab, not landing it, not splitting the high guard early. Now a combination from Garcia off the jab, and Duarte keeps his gloves up, catches some of that sweeping right hand, but Garcia letting his three-punch combination go there. Now Garcia stepping over to his left, stepping over to his right, back near the ropes. Duarte coming forward, catching the jab on his right glove a couple times by Ryan Garcia, catching the jab. Garcia landing the jab that time. Now Duarte backs him into the corner, and Ryan holds as Duarte punches to the side of his abdomen with his free right hand. Referee breaks him apart into the center of the ring. Garcia trying to stiff arm with that jab in the center of the ring. Measuring with it. Steps over to his right a little bit. Now he lands that jab. Now he extends that lead hand, and there's the work of Derek James showing up right there. More lead hand, consistent lead hand control from Ryan. Nice right uppercut by Ryan Garcia off that lead hand control. He touched Duarte and knew where his head was at and threw that right uppercut and landed it well. Duarte taking the punch good. Duarte a little bit handcuffed on the... Nice left hook lands for Duarte. Garcia thought he was too far out and he stepped in beautifully. First good left hook of the fight for Oscar Duarte. Ryan backing up near the corner now. Back up on the ropes is Ryan Garcia. A nice left hook for Ryan Garcia. Threw two left hands and then finished up and cleaned up with the hook and landed it just before he got his back off the ropes. Garcia shoots that jab, falls a little short with it. Lead left hook falls short for Oscar Duarte, but it backs Ryan onto the ropes. Straight right hand lands for Duarte and backs Ryan on the ropes. And a left hook to the body after that straight right hand up top for Oscar Duarte. Fight heating up in the second. Less than a minute left in the second round. Straight right hand for Duarte gets blocked. Ryan blocks the left hook and shoots his jab in, but he backed out with his chin up that time, but didn't get caught. Ryan stiff arms his way back into the center of the ring. Shoots the jab twice, misses it. Gets his jab blocked twice again, but holds ground in the center of the ring. Duarte moving left to right. Garcia holding his ground in the center of the ring. Shoots his jab, gets it blocked. Measures with the jab. Shoots the jab, gets it blocked. Right uppercut gets blocked. 1-2 for Ryan Garcia. Duarte rolling the shot, but Garcia getting off with the better hand speed in the center of the ring. Straight right hand blocked for Duarte. Gets his right hand blocked. Sweeping overhand right by Duarte. Trying to throw a haymaker, and Ryan ducked his head out of the way. Looked uncomfortable getting out of the way of it, but he got out of the way. 10 seconds left in the round. Another Ryan Garcia round. Getting off with the better hand speed, but his back touched the ropes more. And Duarte did land a left hook and a straight right hand and a left hook to the body, but outside of those three punches, Ryan Garcia getting off first in the center of the ring, better hand speed, walking Duarte into a couple of shots here. Duarte defensively responsible, blocking a lot of shots, but some of those fast shots getting through as well. Ryan Garcia standing up in between corners, taking instructions from Derek James again. 20-18, Ryan Garcia. Garcia not still fully calm and settled down in there just yet. So yes, almost 1,000 people in here. That lead left hook for Duarte landed right there, right around the nose and on the lips of Ryan Garcia, but didn't quite get to the chin, and some of the shot getting taken off of it because he had to leave his feet to land it. Not fully set down on that left hook, but it did snap Garcia's face around a little bit. Here we go, round 3. Garcia starting with the jab. Duarte not just walking into that jab, blocking it plenty, but he is kept on the outside where Garcia's quick hands have the advantage. Straight right hand lands for Oscar Duarte over the top of Ryan's jab early in round 3. Ryan rolling some of the steam off of it. Duarte jabbing to the body. Right uppercut just off the mark from Ryan Garcia, trying to walk Duarte into it, but he backed off a little bit too much, stepped out of range to really walk him into the right uppercut. Garcia's back turns, hits the ropes. His left hook gets blocked, trying to hook off the jab. Duarte jabbing to the body, beginning to cut the distance a little bit at will now. Jabs to Garcia's body again. Garcia stiff-arming to back him off. Now Garcia comes forward. Nice sweeping right hand and a right uppercut. Right uppercut gets blocked, but Garcia doing a nice stiff arm with the lead hand and then sweeps his right hand around the guard nicely on Duarte. Duarte applying pressure. Nice left hook to the body for Duarte. And Garcia still awkward on the inside. Still almost turns his back on the inside. Straight right hand just off the mark for Duarte. Nice 2 body shots on the inside for Ryan Garcia. And Duarte finishes up with a left hook in return up top. Ryan still awkward body language on the inside. Turns his back to you on the inside sometimes. Halfway through the 3rd round, referee warning Duarte not to hit Ryan in the back, but Ryan gives him his back sometimes. Halfway through the 3rd round, Garcia winning this round, still touching, still setting up power shots behind his jab around the high guard of Duarte. Nice jab for Ryan. Duarte blocks it, but nice sharp piston jab by Ryan. Then Ryan goes back to touching with it, trying to stiff arm with it. Stiff arm for Ryan Garcia, sets up a sweeping right hand again. Most of it blocked, but some of it landing at the top of the head. Now Ryan turns his back a little bit on the inside, and Duarte hits him to the back of the head twice, and the referee warns Duarte for hitting the back of the head, but just like the warning earlier, he's got to warn Ryan for turning his back to him. Duarte blocks a lead left hook and a straight right hand. Duarte tries to get his Mike Tyson on, backs Garcia onto the ropes. Garcia with an explosive 3-punch combination hits the gloves but makes its mark. Nice sweeping right hand to the body against Ryan from Duarte. Ryan near the corner gives his back sometimes in an awkward shoulder roll. 30 seconds left in the 3rd round. Straight right hand lands for Ryan Garcia behind his jab off the ropes. Nice straight right hand. Duarte took it well. The referee warning Duarte for punching to the back again, but that is nonsense because Garcia is giving him his back. And Garcia also on his way to winning this 3rd round, being up 30-27. Despite looking uncomfortable on the inside at times, he is still landing good power shots behind his jab. Even when Duarte covers up, some of them are getting through, at least on the top of the head. And even when Duarte blocks him, the power of Garcia moves his head around and catches the eyes of the crowd and the judges. Duarte a little frustrated going back to his corner after 3. 30-27, Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan ahead in this fight, 30-27, but Duarte in this fight, making Ryan uncomfortable at times. Referee doing him no favors, warning him for behind-the-head punches and for punches to the back when Ryan is turning his head and turning his back to him sometimes on the inside. Here we go. Here's a replay of that straight right hand landing for Duarte over the top of Ryan's jab, but Ryan rolling a lot of the steam of it off. Here's another replay from DAZN. Ryan, lead left hook landing on the top of Duarte's head, and then a straight right hand to the top of the head. So even though Duarte tucking his chin well and keeping his hands up, some of those shots getting through the top of the head, evidenced by that slow-mo by DAZN. Here we go. Round 4, Ryan up 30-27, but a competitive 30-27, not a blowout yet. Ryan starting with the jab. He is stuck with the jab tonight, and that's allowed him to get off the power shots and spots he needs to stay a step ahead of Duarte. So credit to Derek James so far. Ryan stepping over to his left, staying with that jab. It's not a dominant jab, not the most accurate jab, but it's doing enough. Now a nice stiff arm jab leads to a 2-piece. Left hook, sweeping right hook. Duarte, though, catches it, and then he gets busy on the inside. Good combination on the inside for Duarte. Ryan complains it's to the back of the head, but again, Ryan is uncomfortable on the inside, and he gives his back and gives the back of the head sometimes. Duarte winging haymakers, and the referee warns him again for punches to the back of the head. But Duarte getting off some haymakers in close here in the first minute of the round, not landing cleanly. Ryan touching him with the jab in the center of the ring. Ryan with a nice right hand to the body, touching off that jab, shoots a right hand to the body. Duarte comes back with a right hand to the body, and the referee warns them both to keep it up and not have those be belt line shots. Little over a minute in the round. Duarte falling short with the jab. Coming a little bit forward now. Ryan just little side steps to his right. Shoots that jab. Steps over to his left now. Back near the rope. Steps over to his right. Creates some room for himself. Shoots that jab. Just off the mark with a left uppercut off that jab. Nice jab, though, by Ryan Garcia. Ryan, if he wins this fight, that jab has been key. Duarte getting Ryan near the ropes. Ryan trying to walk him into a right uppercut. Didn't let the trigger go, but then finishes up with the jab. Nice jab by Ryan, staying consistent with it. Ryan, shoulder ropes off the ropes, jab, sweeping right hand. Duarte blocks it, but Ryan off the ropes again. Left hook gets blocked, sweeping right hand gets blocked, and Duarte gets to the body of Ryan Garcia. Nice left hook and right hand to the body of Ryan Garcia on the inside, who again is very uncomfortable fighting on the inside. Ryan moving out. Creating space, makes Duarte fall short with the left hook. Nice jab by Ryan Garcia with his back on the ropes. But then Duarte gets him on the ropes again, hits him in the cup, and Garcia complains to the ref about the body shots. And Ryan having his way with the ref, but he needs to stop his nonsense of turning his back on the inside. 30 seconds left in this round. Another Ryan Garcia round. He's had a nice jab at points in this round. He's landed that jab well at times. Ryan touching with the jab. Duarte, left hook to the body. Nice left hook to the body as Ryan just covers up and gives that awkward body language whenever Duarte gets in close. Ryan stiff arming with the left, shoots the jab. Nice jab. 10 seconds left in the round. Short with the jab. Touches with the jab. Nice sharp jab there by Ryan. Another sharp jab by Ryan. Nice left hook off the jab by Ryan. And another left hook at the bell for Ryan Garcia as Duarte misses his left hook. 4 rounds to nothing for Ryan Garcia, 40-36, but still an interesting fight because of these moments where he looks very awkward and uncomfortable on the inside. He'll turn his back to Oscar Duarte. But despite that, Ryan's still standing up in between rounds, talking to Derek James, or really receiving instructions from Derek James, not talking. Still standing up in between rounds, pacing, trying to get comfortable in there. 40-36 Ryan Garcia, but Mr. Grandi says that Duarte looks frustrated. He does. He does, but he's still got so much. Duarte shouldn't get that frustrated. He's got so much fight left to go. I think what's he got? Oh, is this a 10 round? I thought it was a 12 round. He's got either 6 or 8 more rounds. That's a lot of fight left for a kid that has looked uncomfortable at times when you get on the inside. If you're Duarte, you just got to pick it up and not pick it up stupidly, not run into a shot, but don't get disheartened. We're only a third way through this fight, and Garcia won all those rounds, but he looked uncomfortable while doing it during plenty of the time. Duarte trying to jab to the body. Garcia, nice left hook, right uppercut, left hook. Duarte catching all those shots, but that hand speed impressive from Ryan Garcia. Straight right hand to the body for Duarte, not a whole lot on it. Sweeping right hand for Ryan, and another sweeping right hand. Duarte blocking both of them and then getting to the body of Ryan Garcia on the inside. Nice right uppercut on the inside for Oscar Duarte. Set up by those body shots on the inside. Picked up Ryan Garcia's head up on the inside, where, again, he looks uncomfortable. Duarte threw a couple of body shots and then set up that right uppercut. Nice sweeping right hand to the body for Duarte. Sweeping right hand up top, though, by Ryan. Ryan backing him off with the stiff arm. That Derek James stiff arm. Sets up a left hook, sweeping right hand, but Duarte blocking it. Nice right uppercut for Ryan Garcia. Splits the high guard of Duarte beautifully. Duarte has a good poker face, but probably felt it. Nice left hook to the body by Duarte on the inside. And a left hook up top by Duarte on the inside. Garcia gives half of his body and turns his back on the inside. It's unprofessional. Now a left hook landing on the chest of Garcia from Duarte. Duarte having a better 5th round. Misses 2 left hooks up top, but Garcia beginning to not work behind that jab halfway through the 5th. Now Garcia stiff arms his way. Oh, beautiful inside work by Ryan. Sweeping right hand, left hook on the inside for Ryan. Beautiful 2-piece. Duarte showing a good chin, but that was a beautiful 2-piece by Ryan. Right uppercut lands on the inside for Ryan, but back comes Duarte with a right uppercut to the body and 2 left hooks up top that land on Ryan. Best round of the fight so far. Minute left in the 5th. Ryan maybe a little ahead of anybody's round. Now a right hand to the body for Duarte as Garcia is being forced to fight on the inside now more, as maybe his legs are weakening as the fight progresses and he can't move around quite as much. Now a left hook blocked for Duarte, but Ryan working that jab, working that stiff arm and that jab with the lead hand. Lead hand sets up a sweeping right hand. Duarte blocks it, and he gets off to the body on the inside with Ryan near the ropes. Ryan turns his back and makes him miss a left hook. Nice left hook to the body for Ryan, but the referee fairly calls it a low blow, and Ryan says, yeah, my bad, my bad. They touch gloves, 20 seconds left, best round of the fight. Duarte driving Ryan on the ropes. Nice right uppercut, left hook off the ropes for Ryan. Catching on the high guard is Duarte, but good work by Ryan. 2 jabs of the body by Duarte. He eats a jab up top. Ryan's back near the corner. Left hook to the body. 2 left hooks to the body for Duarte. Very, very close round. Very close round. Tough round to score. Tough round to score. If you're looking for a round to give Duarte, that was easily it. But the 5th round, a swing round, chat. A swing round, chat. Who'd we give that 5th round to, chat? Who'd we give that 5th round to? Here, I'll end the poll, and we'll start a quick one. Who won the 5th? Let me see here. Very close round, chat. Tough to pick a winner in that 5th round. So either 4 rounds to 1, Ryan Garcia, or 5-0, Ryan Garcia, depending on how you gave that round. Tay says he gave it to Ryan. The crowd is into it, says my man Charles N. Well, they should be. It's a interesting fight so far. Ryan's definitely winning it, but there's this sense that if Ryan fatigues, Duarte could be all over him on the inside. So Ryan's got a long ways ahead of him. He's into the 6th round now, not even all the way done with the first half of this fight, and that fight got rougher for him in the 5th. Here we go in round 6. Ryan near the ropes to start. Using the shoulder roll. Nice jab for Ryan Garcia out of the shoulder roll. Snaps Duarte's head back, but Duarte has shown an ability to take the power so far. Big right uppercut for Ryan Garcia. Duarte forced to cover up. Sweeping right hand nails Duarte in the exchange. Nice 2 left hooks to the body, backed by Duarte in the inside. He has taken the power of Ryan well, which has to be surprising to Ryan, and not used to guys standing up to these kinds of power shots. Ryan giving that awkward shoulder roll where he almost turns too much of his back when he does this shoulder roll, but it's working so far in round 6. Duarte flails with a left hook to the body. Duarte turns southpaw. Now he turns orthodox again. Right uppercut lands for Ryan in the center of the ring. That great hand speed working for him in this fight. Ryan with a nice right hand to the body. Ryan letting go of some beautiful power shots in the first minute of this round. Nice jab by Ryan. Left hook to the body lands for Duarte. Got past that stiff arm. And now Ryan ties up on the inside after a wild sweeping right hand behind his jab. Now they're back in the center of the ring. Ryan using a lot of the shoulder roll here in the 6th, pulling his body weight backwards. Backs into the ropes and makes Duarte fall short with the left hook twice with the shoulder roll. Nice jab for Ryan. 1, 2, 3 for Ryan in the center of the ring. Duarte with that high guard as always, but it scores for Ryan. Left hook to the body for Duarte. He eats a right uppercut in return. Ryan really letting go of some powerful shots this round. Not finding the mark on the money. 2 left hooks to the body for Duarte. Ryan blocking, using the shoulder roll on the inside. It's not the prettiest shoulder roll you'll see, but effective enough. Nice jab for Ryan. Left uppercut for Ryan. Hooks off the stiff arm. All on the inside. Good work for Ryan. Now Duarte. Big left hook up top for Duarte. Set it up with the right uppercut up top. Right uppercut on the inside for Duarte. Left hook on the inside for Duarte. But Ryan trying to be comfortable in the pocket and catch shots with the shoulder roll. Some of those shots getting in, but Ryan taking them well. Ryan sweeping right hand off his jab. Lands on the top of Duarte's head. Ryan stiff arm. Rolls away the overhand right from Duarte. Trying to throw an overhand right over that stiff arm. Lead left hook. Misses short for Duarte. And that was an ugly attempt by Duarte that if he starts getting desperate like that, he could walk into the knockout shot. Duarte looks like he's losing a little bit of steam here down the stretch of the 6th. Nice right uppercut for Ryan Garcia. Ryan having some good composure and poise here. Nice jab for Ryan. Good defense on the ropes for Ryan after landing that jab. Blocking to the body. Duarte slowing down. Eats a jab and a right uppercut. Not good news for Duarte. Nice jab again for Ryan. Closing this 6th round well. Oh, sweeping right hand lands for Ryan as Duarte tried to bully his way in. Good round for Ryan Garcia. Good round for Ryan Garcia. Yeah, good round for Ryan Garcia. Doing a lot of this stiff arm jab and then sweeping the right hand behind it. He hasn't loaded up on his left hook. He has not been the one trick pony tonight. He's listened to Derek James. His jab has been very consistent, and he's doing what you got to do with the jab, even when you're not landing, even when you're not Larry Holmes, Muhammad Aliing the other guy, and Oscar De La Hoya just knocking his head up with every left jab you throw. You got to keep it out there. You got to keep the other guy preoccupied. You got to know where he's at. You got to have your sense of distance. And Ryan doing that is letting him land some big right uppercut. Oh, big left hook on the slow-mo replay by Oscar Duarte. Ryan got that ugliness of giving half his body and then turning his back, and right uppercut, boom, left hook landed for Duarte. But the replay before that, beautiful right uppercut by Ryan, who has a better sense of distance tonight with Derek James, because Derek has him consistent with his jab. 2 hard jabs start the 7th round for Ryan Garcia. 2 very nice jabs for Ryan. Ryan touching with the jab twice. Stiff arms his way out to keep his distance. Keeps his hands up. Jab to the body by Duarte. Duarte moving his head in, trying to cut some distance. Garcia stepping over to his left, blocks the jab well. Blocks a lead left hand by Duarte well again. Ryan measuring with his lead hand, shoots the jab. Keeping it. You can see the Derek James influence. DAZN has given Duarte the last 2 rounds. I thought he may have definitely won the 5th, but not the 6th. So I could see it 5-1, but not 4-2. Ryan's back on the ropes. Using that stiff arm again from Derek James. Gets his way off the ropes. Sweeping right hand gets blocked by Duarte, but such impact on the shot. 2 sweeping right hands split the high guard again for Ryan Garcia. Now a left hook on the top of Duarte's head. Duarte, high guard, not taking these shots on the chin, but some of them landing to the top of the head. And a little bit of marking around the eye of Duarte starting up now from these shots landing at the top of his head. Left hook lands for Ryan as Duarte bulls his way in and gets to Ryan's body, but he ate the left hook on his way in, and if he does that again, he could see the lights. Ryan stiff-arming Duarte out at bay, steps over to his right. Duarte short with his jab, staying on top of Garcia. Garcia looks more relaxed now, steps over to his left, steps over to his right. He's boxing. Garcia measures with the left, holds his ground, shoots a left hook, gets it blocked, steps out to his left. Duarte staying on top of Garcia, but not getting anything done. Little over a minute left in the 7th. Garcia using his legs a lot here, moving over to his right again. Gets pinned on the ropes, but that stiff arm creates the angle he needs to get out of there. Steps over to his left again. Now he resets in the center ring. A feint from Ryan Garcia. You don't see that a lot. Sweeping right hand gets blocked. Duarte blocking that sweeping right hand, but a little bit more movement, a little bit more jab, and then we even saw a feint from Ryan Garcia here in the 7th round. So good stuff. Ryan using his legs more here in the 7th than he has in the fight, using a lot of half steps throughout the fight, but now he's up on his bike here to close the 7th. 30 seconds left. Ryan looked a little tired, up on his bike, catching his breath. Measures with the jab, measures with that lead stiff arm, frustrating Duarte with the lateral movement. Duarte not able to cut off the ring. Gets Garcia cornered, and Garcia clinches him right away. 15 seconds left in the round. Garcia winning this round. Duarte missing the jab. Can't get past the stiff arm. Blocks the left hook from Ryan. Blocks the sweeping right hand from Ryan. Corners Ryan. Tries to get to his body, but Ryan evades out of the corner. And that is it for round 7. And Duarte's ready to do his he's running routine instead of cutting the ring off. So 6 rounds to 1 for Ryan Garcia on my card, 69-64. We still got 5 rounds left. But Duarte does look a little frustrated for sure. Garcia now breathing a little heavier, and he's sitting in the corner now, not standing in between rounds. Derek James telling him, use the feint, move around to your left, move around to your right, feint him. And I think it looks like Derek's trying to tell him how to buy time, how to pace yourself and how to buy time. So yeah, Ryan doing that at the end of round 7 there. B says Queen Ryan running around. Well, let's be fair here. That was the first round. He really started to get up on his bike there to catch a breather. He's been doing a lot of little side steps to the left, to the right, side steps back. And plenty of times he's taken the lead foot. He's been on the front foot with Duarte too. So here we go. All right. MMA Grinders has it 4-3. I have it 6-1, Ryan. Here we go into the 8th. Ryan stepping over to his left. Duarte is too. Duarte with that high guard has been handcuffed on the outside. Hasn't had an answer for the jab and the hand speed in the center of the ring of Ryan Garcia. Lead left hook falls short for Duarte. He does look a little frustrated, no doubt about it. Ryan looks a little tired now. Ryan stepping over to his right, keeping his hands up. Makes Duarte fall short with a left hook. Gets his left hook blocked. Quick left hook by Ryan Garcia, but Duarte has his hands glued to the top of his head. Disciplined high guard. Ryan using a lot more movement now, just like he finished round 7. Ryan trying to stiff arm, create distance with that lead hand. Shoots a little jab. Duarte staying on top of him, but not really cutting the ring off. Minute into this 8th round, nothing really landed yet. Ryan moving around the ring. Lead left hook gets blocked. Sweeping right hand gets blocked, but the jab lands for Ryan Garcia to end that 3-punch sequence. Left hook block, sweeping right hand block, boom. Shoot the jab through the center. He got that in. Minute 50 left in the 8th round. Ryan moving left to right, right to left, using more movement. Left hook gets blocked. Duarte keeping his hands up, but not getting off anything. Duarte gets Ryan near the ropes, but can't keep him there. Can't pin him into the corner and into the ropes. Ryan able to work his hands, even if it's getting blocked, and create distance for himself as Duarte can't get off. Halfway through the 8th. Not an impressive round by Ryan Garcia, but he is winning it. Now a double jab backs Ryan onto the ropes, and he eats a little sweeping right hand to the body. Ties up Duarte immediately. Duarte blocking the jab. Get nice left hook to the body for Duarte. That snuck in. I think it got Ryan's attention. Ryan covers up on the ropes a little bit. Duarte right uppercut on the inside. And I think that left hook to the body snuck in on Ryan. And I think it hurt him a little bit. Minute left in the 8th round. Ryan, shoulder roll, gives his back to Duarte. Duarte punches him with a right hand in the clinch. But the referee, giving some A-side hometown cooking, tells him don't punch to the back of the head. Duarte is winning this round now on my card with that left hook to the body. Nice left hook to the body again for Duarte. He gets underneath the jab, blocks it, and goes with the left hook to the body. And you see his promoter stand up in the front row and say more. Nice left hook lands for Ryan, and that hurt Duarte. Duarte is hurt. Duarte's legs aren't underneath him. Ryan with a sweeping right hand. Another sweeping right hand. Duarte's going to go down, and he's down. Duarte is down. Just when he thought he was getting to Ryan Garcia, he walked into the left hook. 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's it. The referee counts him out, even though he's up at 9, almost right up at 9, 10. But that's it. Ryan Garcia is hyped and talking his ish. That left hook to the body gets in, and now he's talking crazy to Duarte, talking crazy probably to Oscar De La Hoya ringside, and interesting stoppage, but Duarte was definitely hurt and didn't have his legs underneath him. And Duarte actually got in 2 left hooks to the body, and I think he was ready to sell out, try to make something happen. He threw a straight right hand. He let that right hand leave his chin. Boom, ate the left hook, and he was hurt after that. Didn't have his legs underneath him. Ryan began to assault away with some sweeping right hands, a right uppercut. Actually finished him off more with the right hand than anything. And that does it. It's a KO 8 for Ryan Garcia. Duarte was frustrated on the outside, couldn't really cut the ring off. When he had moments on the inside against Ryan Garcia, but Ryan was able to take the shots that came through. Even while his body language didn't look great on the inside, he actually had some nice moments on the inside as the fight progressed. And then just when it looked like Duarte got him a little buzzed with some hooks to the body, Ryan's weak spot, Ryan walked him into a left hook as he let that right hand leave his chin, trying to touch Ryan Garcia in the corner with a right hand. Boom, the left hook came, and he didn't see it coming. And good job by Derek James tonight, getting Ryan Garcia to use his lead hand more, getting him to be a little bit more patient and poised. And Ryan, even while not looking fully comfortable in this fight, wins by knockout. Still got some things to work on. You hate the way he gives his back on the inside. And his body language wasn't great at times tonight, but he gets the knockout, knocks out Oscar Duarte, and good stuff by Derek James, giving him some adjustments in this fight. I think it was B plus performance for Ryan Garcia, even with the knockout. Usually a knockout ensures you at least get an A minus. I thought he won 6 out of 7 rounds up until that point, but I give him the B plus because I hated those the giving the back on the inside to Duarte and certain body language. Andre Ward used to talk about how important body language is in the ring. Yep, Duarte shot a lead straight right hand, and Ryan, boom, nailed him with the left hook. And Duarte's legs were just not underneath him at that point. Ryan exploded with a combination. And it was more sweeping right hands that ended the fight. Right uppercut. The last shot that cleanly landed was a sweeping right hand. Ryan was letting that sweeping right hand go a lot off the touch jab, off the jab, off the stiff arm. And that was all that lead hand stuff for Ryan that kept Duarte under control. Lead hand control, like we talked about before the fight. That was all Derek James, and then you saw the big stuff come out to finish the fight. The big left hook, the big power shots to end it. So good performance for Ryan Garcia. Someone said he's going to sleep against Matias. He would have lost to Matias. I agree. Tonight he would have lost to Matias. Even though he did a better job with his lead hand control, with his distance, controlling distance and range against Duarte coming in. He didn't control it nearly good enough to handle with Subriel Matias tonight. But it was, his first fight back. Gets the knockout. Give Ryan his props. Give Ryan his props. All right, chat. What's the next poll, chat? Let's do it. Were you impressed by Ryan's KO 8? Boom. There we go. Same counter Crawford ended Spence with. Well said. What's up, Uber Mike SoCals? Quick hook. Yep. Regis takes him to school. I don't think he would have beaten Regis tonight or Matias, but it was his first fight with Derek James, so this is a work in progress fight, a transition fight, a new chapter in his career fight. I didn't see a guy that beats Tio or Matias. I did see a guy that him and Rolly is a very interesting fight. And I have a feeling that's the fight that's next. Him and Rolly for the WBA title. So I like that fight. As a matter of fact, that's the next poll. Because I have a feeling, chat, that fight is next. And so we end one of the quickest polls ever. All right, chat. Let's do a new poll. Here we go. Who wins? Rolando Romero. The good-looking kid. All right. Here we go, chat. Who wins for the WBA title, Rolly or Ryan? And yes, pause on the poll. We're gonna give it's Ryan's night. We're gonna give him some shine for that. I would give that's a good fight. The way Ryan's uncomfortable at times in the ring, but then again, this fight kind of at times looked like his sparring session with Rolly, where it's like, ooh, this kid looks uncomfortable. This kid does awkward things on the inside. He gives his back. I don't even see club fighters give their back. But he kind of got the better of the Rolly sparring. In the middle of all that ugly body language and turning his back on the inside and Rolly banging away at his body at times when he turned his back, he nailed Rolly with some beautiful shots in that sparring session. So that might be exactly what the fight looks like. It looks ugly at times for Ryan. At times he looks, for lack of better words, scared in there on the inside, scared of the power of Rolly. But through all that, he works his way through the fight and then inevitably clips him with something he doesn't see coming and wins the fight by knockout. That might be how Ryan beats Rolly. But I really like that fight. I really like that fight. Let's hear what Ryan's saying right now, chat. Hold up. Let me hear what the man is saying. Shout out to Derek James. He says, I want to thank all 1,000 plus of you that hung out and hung out with us for the live round by round. You guys are awesome. Please hit the like if you did enjoy it. Both get hurt and dropped and Rolly loses. That sounds fun. Mike SoCal, that sounds pretty fun. I'll see you later, J-Rock. Weldreg. Whatever. My fault, man. Let's see who Ryan calls out here, chat. That's what we're waiting for. Just waiting to hear him say something that I have to tell you guys. Want to show positivity in the world. Did he call out Rolly today? I didn't. I only put it on halfway through. Who do you want to fight, Ryan? Let us know. Here we go. He said, yeah, let's keep building. When asked about fighting Rolly for the WBA, he said, yeah, then let's go after WBC. Well, he didn't mention Rolly by name, but when Chris Mannix asked him if he wants to do that fight, he said yeah. So, all right. I'm with that. John Lopez. Rolly shouldn't even be in the discussion. He got served in his last fight by the OG Barroso. All right, chat. Do we finish with Undisputed, chat? And when we finish with Ryan Garcia on Undisputed, chat. Is that what we're doing here tonight? Is that what we're doing here tonight? All right, let's do it. Let's do it, chat. I'm going to fire up some Undisputed. Rolly has upside if he has the right trainer, Marvelous. Rolly, if he started boxing at a younger age and took it really seriously, could have been a force, a real force to be reckoned with. He's still an awkward, dangerous guy as it stands, but just because of his explosiveness and his gifts. But yeah, he could have really been a problem, man. Still, all right. He's still, you know, still a problem at 40 a little bit. You know, awkward, big time puncher. But if Rolly is a little gun shy like he was in the Barroso fight, he's much easier to beat now. So, all right, let me see here. Let me fire up the game. Where we at? Aha. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. He did call out Rolly. You caught it late. Boxeo Veo. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so since it was Ryan Garcia's night, chat, it's only right that we get a knockout with him, right? It's only right. It's fair. Ryan versus Loma. That'd be interesting just because how short Lomachenko is. Carmel Moten versus Garcia. Now that fight would be good. Carmel is way too young at this stage. All right, let's go. Did you all see the interview with Rolly from the Benavidez fight? He was coked to the hill or something. Yeah, well, there you go. All right, chat. Let's get it. Oh, I dropped something. What's this? Come on, let's find a fight, damn it. Let's go, chat. Who's getting slept by the left hook of Ryan Garcia tonight, other than Oscar Duarte? Do I know what happened to Brandon Lee? Is he a free agent? No, he's not a free agent. He's still with PBC. I don't know. They've run into... Well, Showtime is going out of business with boxing, so, you know, he's a little bit in flux, but... Let's see. Who won the fight? DJ Teddy, 187. Ryan did. 8th round knockout. Charles N., are you trolling with the Loma's the greatest fighter since Jack Johnson? I feel like you are. The Saudis own Undisputed, Gyro. I suspected they did. I suspected this whole game was funded by Daniel Kinahan, low-key. That's why Sonny Edwards and all the Daniel Kinahan guys are like all over the game.
And welcome inside
and I'm still not convinced that Oh, wait, I skipped it too soon. I don't even know who I'm fighting, Chad. I could be fighting a killer.
Ryan Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see
I'm not
TV.
even convinced that the Saudis aren't still doing business with Kinahan. They probably are. That's why he's not in jail.
In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
I have to use my PEDs when I play this game. We don't even know this man's record, and he's using Sugar Ray Robinson, chat.
This is what I live for.
This could be an issue. Let's go, chat.
We're expecting
all right, chat. We got to knock out the greatest fighter of all time with Ryan. Let's do it.
Do you believe this? Left counter scores.
I got to take my time, chat.
Insane action.
I wish I knew this dude's record, so I knew what I could, fight accordingly. But we'll get him. We will knock him out with a left hook at some point. Let me use the new Ryan, the Ryan that moves around a little bit. There we go.
This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that.
Bam! Got him with the left hook.
If you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There we go.
He missed with that jab.
All right, chat.
No,
a little out of rhythm here.
This counter puncher is going to wait.
Tough. We got a tough matchup on our hands tonight. You got to be Sugar Ray with Ryan.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind.
Oh my God, he's snatching the body.
A good counter puncher.
Give me that counter hook up top, and we'll be okay.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
I did not love that first round, chat.
Talk about a
lateral movement, marvelous Irv.
We just saw it.
I'm gonna do it. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna use a little more lateral movement with Ryan. Let's go.
Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice counter punch.
There we go.
He just misses with that jab.
Come on, give me that counter window game. Oh, just off.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reactions.
Got him.
You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block. They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Just taking my time, chat. We'll get him.
Back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Carries away that left hook. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get speed.
We're making them waste a lot of shots though early, chat. See that?
You can get a lot of toe to toe. When you got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a whole box.
Ooh, good left hook. He got me.
Left shot lands.
He's wasting a lot of shots though, chat.
Good punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over.
Wasting a lot of shots. We're going to get him. We got this, chat. We got this.
Bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum.
There we go. Ah.
No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around.
There it is.
You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Boom.
Counter punch. Through the hook, didn't land. That counter punch.
There it is, chat.
Watch the jab.
Ah, screw that straight right hand for a minute.
This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior?
Got him wasting shots though, chat.
And just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo. Sometimes when you have a fight, best way to beat a fight is not giving them the edge, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe to toe with them, and have a terror. That's what you do in the gym. Every single day for you. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Perfectly matched. Still for tap to tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than I do.
Come on, baby. That left hook's starting to get in though. We're gonna get it. Boom. His punches are slowing down a little bit. He's up 3-0, but he's up 3-0, but we're gonna do our thing. Do I got Bam or Sonny Edwards? I got Bam. I'll get it. All right, we're down 3-0 against the GOAT, but we'll figure this shit out. Watch. Just you watch. He's wasting shots.
He's not broken, wide changer. An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing it.
I'm getting countered by the hook, damn it.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Just off. There it is. There it is. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will. Give me the angle on that counter game.
First blood touch. That's what you've got to look at. If you can't go in there with a banger, you've got to be on it and you've got to be confident. These two are the perfect dance partners. Very close match.
See, he's wasting shots, chat.
The discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn. Carries away the left uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
You guys are going to see an epic come from behind KO tonight. Boom.
This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter punching for both these athletes.
There we go, chat. We're going to get him. Justin Time says you're getting tagged like crazy. I know, man. I know. It's tough. It's the GOAT. It's Sugar Ray Robinson. We just got to hang in there. He's punching himself out a little bit, and one of those counter hooks is going to hurt him. We're going to keep touching the body, too. This is how you gut one out, chat.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of
Boom.
you before they even throw their shots. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful. Nice exchange here from both men.
BAM! Slowing down. He's slowing down. Oh, see it, chat.
He fails to score with that left hook. And they figure out the combination to this safe. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. When you know one of these guys can knock you out with a simple
Come on.
jab,
Just off of one of them counters. Fight's changing.
he misses with that jab.
Ah. Ah. Come on, Ryan. Ah.
You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Ugly finish to the round. Just when I was starting to get something going. Yeah, I'm staying positive, Charles Ed. I got this. Tay Day, I'm looking a little rusty, but it's, you know, it's a tough matchup. Let's go.
Very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Let me change stance a little bit. Let me stay in the pocket. There we go.
Your opponent is relying on that so heavily. How do you deal with it? Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, I think you just have to be smart with them. You've got to be like a little fade with a big boss.
Damn.
He score again with the left hand. Right punch. Got his gloves up to block a left jab.
Sorry, keep punching yourself out, buddy. We still got a whole half a fight to go. Bomb!
Has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go to the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now? Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Nice offensive
Got him.
play, landing that left counter.
Chat, we're getting him to waste a lot of shots, though.
Where are we going to see a jab from these two?
There we go.
And he misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
All right, it's been a horrible first 6 rounds. We got this. Let's see. Definitely playing online Spartan Lock. 6-zip. We're going to need a come from behind knockout tonight, but we got it in us.
Let's see if we can turn it around here. This is one of those situations you've just been there, you've got to...
Oh my God. Oh my God, chat. Oh no. Oh no. The comeback just got that much more epic. Oh no.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
All right, chat. Bam.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Ooh.
They will fuck you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
I'm down. FightHype is down.
You know what? You got skill. You got. Oh my goodness. I admire these guys. Nice counter shot with the right hand.
Keep the faith, chat. Don't lose the faith.
But he's not faster. If someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Counter right hand there.
Touched his body a little bit.
Both men step back for just a moment. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round you'd rather forget.
Let me Ali shuffle on him. Hard time, Daddy. Hard time.
Yeah, if you put down, you got to do right. So,
I'm gonna get him.
Here in round 8. See how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, I walked right into one.
That we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'm very, very surprised if you come out.
Boom!
That's not gonna happen. He's gonna hustle now. He's gonna block.
Man, those left hooks ain't doing shit to Sugar Ray this fight. Oh, God.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're
Come on,
not
Ryan.
getting as many on their own.
Why is Sugar Ray Robinson even at lightweight?
This is about character. This is about want.
Welterweight, of course, but why is he at lightweight? Stupid. Shouldn't even be dealing with these problems.
Tell he's stronger.
Should at least be fighting Terrence Crawford. Oh, God.
Punch.
Ryan just ain't got nothing for Sugar Ray, man.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these folks showing exceptional chins, by the way. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. I've seen some aggressive fighters like this. They are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that's the worst place to be.
We had a little chance there.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor.
You're being stingy on the accuracy, chat.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter shot.
Oh, man.
And we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this?
I'm gonna let the hands go, Tate. I am, but you know. All right, we're gonna go for broke soon, chat. But
Last round, let's see if we can keep this momentum going. Another swing and a miss. Blocks the hook.
jeez, they just let Ray Robinson throw 8 punches while Ryan could throw 1. Look at all those stingy counter windows. I'm like right there and I don't get it.
You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power,
When's he gonna punch himself out? Damn.
A simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter. This fighter's certainly not going to outgrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Nice exchange.
Oh, I tried it. I tried some stupid haymaker left hook.
Out of the way of that right hook. Good defense on that left hook.
Bam. Man, he's had to throw like over 1,000 punches this fight. Made him miss plenty of them, but right hand cooking me, yep. I'm trying to counter everything, man, but they're not giving me no counter windows like that. Those should have been counters. But
one of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy? What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over. Gotta let your hands go a little bit.
I'm trying to Canelo with Ryan right now. Fuck it.
Missed him with that uppercut.
How many punches can he throw, guys? Look at this shit. He just he's throwing nonstop. Like he has no stamina bar. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
These two are the perfect dance partners. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant
He's just throwing and throwing and throwing.
advantage.
Has he got the cheat code on?
It's gonna be so frustrating when you're just fast.
Look at that shit. Come on, how's he not tired?
Before you even let one off, that creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard. Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. Relax.
And they gave him that counter window.
Boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go.
But that's not a counter.
And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
He's still giving me a chance to counter him, though, with all these fucking punches. So I'm going to still take my shots. But he should have been tired, guys. He's just spamming right there. Yeah, he might be. So I'm blocking everything. You fighting how you would in real life? Nah, I wish I could fight that good. I wish I could block a million punches and slip them all. Even if I was getting my ass whooped.
Swing and miss with that hook. Nice job by him to block that jab. Can't score with that uppercut. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. What a gift. What a gift.
Damn, he's not tired. Just throwing and throwing and throwing.
Anything and everything. When you let those shots go,
Ryan is not good compared to Sugar Ray Robinson in this game.
what else can you do? And they figure out the combination to this thing. Like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. So far, the offense has been better than the defense.
Oh, see, that's why I didn't even want to go for broke, man. He's just spamming now. I don't understand how he's throwing this many punches this late in the fight when he's throwing that many shots. Stamina kind of being wonky right there. And then Ryan's just so goddamn slow compared to him. Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, I throw a couple shots and I'm exhausted. Yeah, he just spammed his way out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All his punches are at full speed. For some reason, he's not getting tired at all. Like, it's kind of crazy. Man, fuck this dude. I'm just trying to get lucky with a counter shot.
He's getting everything, full power, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised. This is certainly be an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the ones pushing the tempo? How would you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fight, we fight. You haven't given them back because that's where they're comfortable. Boy, take calm, take cool. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful though. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back.
Oh, come on. How'd that not land? Clean swing and miss. Came right back with the hook, and they just made me whiff.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through? This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented. That's another scoring shot.
Oh, good bodies. Damn. He made me sit down on that one.
See a jab from these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Look how dead tired I am if I try to throw that bullshit.
And it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision.
Damn. Yeah, he got me.
Last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What's his record? Got my ass beat on this one, but his stamina was a little fishy. He's not even that good. 188 and 56. That's not all that. But his stamina, it just didn't make sense. How many punches did he throw? 1,009. I threw 650. And I was, yeah, I don't know. See, this didn't make sense, chat. He had basically no stamina the last 3 or 4 rounds of the fight. But he could throw 10-punch combinations and not get tired. So something's up there, but there is no anti-cheat downloaded on this game yet. But we blocked 310 shot. We out-countered him 10-6. But got our ass beat. All right, to the losers cam. Yeah, you guys are saying I can't go out like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but that didn't exactly make me want to play again. Yeah, that was frustrating. I'm not going to lie. All right. I'm quitting. I'm not gonna lie. All right, chat. Let's close. Let's call it a night. Any other boxing questions we got before I get out of here and call it a night? Was that your first time fighting with Ryan? No, I fought with him. I got some nice knockouts, but yeah. Punch himself out. Sugar Ray Robinson would never. Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't. Drake from Drake and Josh, you better win, bro. I did not. Yeah, that was frustrating. We got to piss test that dude. I don't know, man. Yeah. An anticlimactic end to FightHype Live here. We could check Twitter. We'll do that. Let's see if Twitter gave us anything to look at tonight. Boom. No, never mind. Cancel. Oh. You covering Bam versus Edwards? Hey, what's up, Shaquian? Yeah, I'll be I'm gonna be covering that fight from home. I'll be doing a live round by round that night, and maybe I'll have more success with Sonny Edwards after the fight than I did with Ryan Garcia tonight. That was pretty terrible on my part, but tough matchup. I didn't know how good the dude's record was. If I knew that dude had that kind of record, I probably would have fought him a little bit more, I don't know, better. What y'all know about that back roll defense? That's from my main man at FightHype, BT. What else? Rolly by murder in the first, says Rolly. Okay, well, we know how Rolly feels. What else on the timeline? Good to get back in the win. Oh, Munguia and Ryder is official. All right, that's a good fight. It's actually a good fight. Munguia could lose that fight. I gotta tell them to go on Undisputed. I'm actually, I don't care what anyone says. I'm great at Undisputed. I just had a bad night. And I didn't know what I was up against. Not the best matchup. Just like all great fighters, I have excuses when I lose. Shakur couldn't do that. Ryan had the same level of opponent. I disagree with this, whoever said that. Shakur couldn't do that, and Ryan had the same level of opponent. I disagree. I think De Los Santos is more dynamic than Duarte. But good stuff by Ryan. Still, it's his night. Good stuff by Ryan. But, all right, chat. Nothing crazy popping off on Twitter. No, I want them to be in the game too, CW, no doubt. So, does Munguia versus Ryder get fight fans? Canelo versus Benavidez in May? Not necessarily, Brandon, because Canelo could still choose to fight Jamal Charlo if he doesn't want to do the Benavidez fight in May. I just hope they fight at Allegiant Stadium, beat Dana White and UFC to the punch, and let boxing stand strong at a football stadium. That'd be great. Will I be going live for Haney versus Prograis, or you'll be at the fight? Tay-Day, I'll be at the fight, but I'm thinking of, we haven't done one in a while where I'm at the fight and doing a round-by-round live. I'm thinking I kind of want to try that in San Francisco next Saturday. So we'll see. We'll see. But I leave for San Francisco Wednesday night, so I'll be covering all the fight week stuff. Well, starting Thursday. I won't even be there in time Wednesday to do the stuff Wednesday. But Thursday's press conference, Friday's weigh-in, and then fight night. I'll be in San Francisco, and yeah, we might do a live round by round, ringside this time. So, for sure. Caleb asked, Sean, do you think how Haney struggles to turn his punches over will cost him at some point? Even in his training videos, he doesn't turn his punches over, especially the left hook. I'd have to look closer, Caleb. That's very specific mechanics you're getting at. I do know what you mean by, like, when Regis Prograis was talking about, he had all this size on him, but the bag was squeaking. It was something flat at the end of the shot. It didn't have that snapping power, that punchers like Crawford are known for. So I don't know why that is mechanically. Maybe you're touching on some of that stuff. Maybe his mechanics are just fine, and it's just, it's not generating big knockout power, but I did notice that in the big heavy bag video where he had a lot of weight on him a month ago, but we'll see. I think we could see him hurt Prograis and surprise people with the right hand. I've seen him hurt a lot of guys in sparring with the right hand. He knocked down Antonio Moran with a knockout of the year candidate with the right hand. So, it's something he really wants to land hard. He threw a lot of hard body shots with the right hand against Lomachenko, but we'll see at 140. Cutting less weight, maybe he hits harder. But I'm looking forward to that fight. I expect him to win that fight, but it's an interesting fight because Regis could knock him out with the left hand, and Devin's been hit by left hands before. So, we'll see. But I didn't love Regis talking about, I have the talent. I've always had the talent to do these things, but I agree more with Devin. You're not going to, at 34 years old, it's tough to teach an old dog new tricks. But I think Devin's underestimating some of the head movement and some of the ways Regis sets up those power shots with his positioning and head movement. And he doesn't have this dominant jab, although it was beautiful against Zepeda. He out-jabs Zepeda, and most people think Zepeda has a good jab. So that says something about Regis' jab. But then he had no jab against Zorrilla. But Regis is nice at finding his way in behind that little double jab and moving his head and setting up the right positioning to hit you. And even though he looks slow against Zorrilla and against Zepeda, at times in his fights, he's shown a surprising ability to be quick on the trigger with that left hand. He can even counter with it a little bit if he catches you sleeping. So it's a very good fight. It's a very interesting fight. I tweeted that. What I tweet about that? I said, in regards to Tio and Devin, I said, where is it at? Let me see here. What was that at? Oh, yes. I said, Devin says he's moving up to 147. Teofimo makes jokes about Devin when asked about fighting him at 140. Disappointed they're a fight away from having everything at stake at 140 in a legit big fight, and they're not even interested. Yeah, and then I joked around. I did the old Dave Chappelle.
How about now? How about now?
Because this guy, you know, Arena Hoopers, shout out to him, says they can fight at 147 for the same things. I'm not convinced of that. T.O. is a shorter-armed guy, shorter guy than Devin. I don't know if his frame is going to be as good at 47 as it is at 40. Everything's on the line if Devin gets past Regis like he's favored to do. I mean, that would be for who's the man, you know. And a big fight. And they're both not really tied up, so if DAZN wants to give him more money or Bob Arum and ESPN want to give him more money, whatever. But if Amazon Prime gives PBC a fat budget and signs them both, however they get there, get your money. But I feel like the money's there, and the belts are there, and the legacy's there, and the build-up from years of trash talk is there. But, you know, when I ask, this is the reaction I get when I ask T.O. about the fight.
That should be the fight in 2024. You and him for all the marbles at 40. I don't know, man. It's his dream. He's living in it. What I can do? What do you think?
That didn't even make sense. It's his dream. He's living in it. What could I do? That doesn't even make sense, and yet it was perfect. I don't know. He trolled me really good right there. I can't lie. Let's do this.
What I can do? You and him for all the marbles at 40.
You see how seriously he's taking me in this moment, and Haney versus Lopez. You can see how serious he's taking me.
I don't know, man. It's his dream. He's living in it. What I can do?
Wait, let's screenshot it. Point of view. You just got trolled by Teofimo Lopez at the fight. Bam, right there. Hold on, let's point of view that shot again. Boom. This was my POV shot last Saturday at the Benavidez fight. Trying to get you guys Haney versus Lopez, or Lopez Haney, however you want to slice it or dice it. Yep, that was funny. So yeah, but all that said, I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm looking forward to Haney and Prograis. A very good fight. Think Devin will win. I'd rather him stick around 140. If he does win, find a way to make that T.O. fight, and then he can move up to 47. You know, a lot of us would love to see Matias, or, you know, the winner of Rolly and Ryan for the winner of Devin and T.O. and what would be a WBC WBO unification. But after the T.O. fight, you know, go ahead and go to 47 then. Go get that Mario Barrios vacant WBC title fight or whatever. But we'll see. So, yeah, that was funny. That was a really funny troll, I thought, actually. At the time, I'm not going to lie, I was a little frustrated. I'm like, God damn it. Like, I'm trying to get some good quotes here. And then when I went back and watched it the next day, it was actually really funny. So, should Tank fight Canelo? No is the simple answer to that. No. Tank should just find a way to fight T.O., Shakur, or Devin. Just make it happen. Just do it. Just get it over with. Win or lose. But all right, chat. That's about all I got. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of sad about Undisputed tonight. I got to go back to the drawing board, redeem myself on next week's live. Well, next week I'll be in San Francisco, so I can't. I got to redeem myself on the Sonny Edwards, Bam Rodriguez card. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to box beautifully with Sonny Edwards. But until then, everyone have a great rest of the weekend. God bless. Go Niners tomorrow against the Eagles. And everyone have a great rest of the weekend. God bless. See you later. Peace.